The menace of ladies going missing, being kidnapped, being murdered, brutally murdered after going to visit friends or people that they met on Facebook is not new to the Nigerian community, and I don't think it's new in different parts of the world, because this thing is something that has been going on for a very long time, since the inception of social media, and still continues to go on. In Nigeria here, we've had several cases of ladies going missing and being kidnapped after going to visit, people that they met on social media, people that they've met on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, several cases. In 2012, I believe, we had the case of Cynthia Udoka. She was said to be the child of an army general, met someone on Facebook, decided to go visit the person, and she was brutally murdered. We also had the case of Inu Moren, a young lady that had just finished school and was looking for a job. She saw an opening on Twitter that was advertised by a young lad, and she decided, to chat the guy up, send a DM just to inquire about the job opening, and they fixed the meeting. She went to see the guy. Thankfully, she had informed her friends, that she was going to see this guy. Unfortunately for her, getting there, she was brutally murdered by this young guy. And there have been several cases in the Nigerian community and all over the world, and it's no news that people always advise that you should not go visiting people that you have met on social media. You should not go visiting people that you don't really know who they are, you don't know their personalities. Not to get this wrong, we've had people that have met on social media that have been successful, that have gotten married, that have gotten jobs via people that they met on social media. There's also that good side, but there is nothing wrong with being extra careful. You really cannot tell someone's personality just via talking to them on Instagram or on Facebook or on Twitter X. You really cannot deduce someone's personality just from talking to them on social media. There was a case of two young, beautiful ladies that have gone missing. Celine Ndudim and Afibah Tandoh. One of them Nigerian, the other one Ghanaian. And we're just going to dissect this case in today's episode. Today's episode is going to be about how these two girls traveled all the way from Port Harcourt to Aba in Abia State to meet a man who they had been talking to on Facebook, and that led to their sudden disappearance. Hello and welcome to Sleuthville. If you're new here, please don't forget to click on that subscribe button to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and share this video. Click on the bell icon to get notifications if you're someone that enjoys true crime stories. Celine Ndudim, who we're going to be referring to as just Celine in this video, is a young Nigerian girl. She studied in the National Open University in Asaba, and she lives in Lagos. We do not really know the details of what took her to Port Harcourt, as at the time that she was there. I had to go through her Facebook page during the course of this research just to get more on her personality, and she seemed like a happy girl, someone that loved to travel, because she had videos of her and pictures of her in Ghana, just having a normal, happy, beautiful life. Nothing out of the normal is going on her page. She's just living her life, being beautiful, and just sharing her experiences. Her friend Afibah Tandoh, who are going to keep referring to as Afibah in this video, hails from Ghana. She's from Ghana. According to the story that her brother told, Celine invited Afibah to Nigeria for a wedding or something like that, of probably a mutual friend that they both had. So Afibah flew in all the way from Ghana to Nigeria for that wedding, and it was during this period that they got missing. On the 27th of April 2024, the two girls were said to have gone missing. They had left their home in Port Harcourt to go visiting a man in Abia State who Celine had just met on Facebook. This man was AMAECHI Andrew Ochekwo. I'm just going to keep referring to him as Andrew for the purpose of this video. So Andrew had invited these ladies to his beautiful mansion, as he had put it, promising them a fun time, that they were going to have a good time, just enticing them with the superficial things of life. I'm going to just insert a video here showing when he was inviting Celine, and telling her to make sure that she brings her friend along because they were going to have a beautiful, wonderful, fun time in his big mansion.
How are you? How you been? How was your trip? How was your journey? You have to bring your friend. I see where I live now. I'm in Aba now. I live in Aba. I've got a new office here. I live in this big, great big mansion. Got 6 bedrooms. So let's talk before, not this weekend, come next weekend, okay? Send you some money. Just get a taxi, an Uber, a Bolt. It's costing about maybe 50,000 to come here, okay? So yeah, come stay 2 nights with your friend. We'll have a bit of fun. We'll sort of go out and have some food, okay? Yeah, I've got a beautiful, beautiful house now. It's absolutely beautiful. It's even better than my other place. Okay? Alright, girl. You take care. Bye.
After these girls had set out for Aba, that was the last time anybody heard anything from them again. That was the last time their parents heard anything from them. Last time their relations heard anything from them. Last time their friends heard anything from them. They just went silent. Radio silent. And an investigation was opened. During the course of the investigation, it was discovered that a total sum of 1 million naira was already withdrawn from one of the ladies' accounts. This just drew more suspicion, like, how do you go missing and then money gets withdrawn from your account? Like, what's going on? Like, are they safe? Could the money have been withdrawn, just to pay ransom in exchange for something, in exchange for their lives? It was during the course of this investigation that they also got to find out the person that Celine and Afibah had gone to visit, and the person of Andrew that we had earlier mentioned. They brought him into custody, just to interview him and interrogate him about the whereabouts of his victims. Andrew did not deny that he had invited the ladies over to his house, but he decided to remain silent about their whereabouts, despite the fact that a lot of their personal belongings, that's the belongings of the ladies, were found in his custody. Andrew had refused to tell or to cooperate with the police about the whereabouts of these ladies. Also, during the course of the investigation, another lady was said to have come up to say that she had fallen into the trap of Mr. Andrew, and she had terrible wounds on her leg, something that seemed like a machete wound, like a machete was used to cut into her leg. And she said that Mr. Andrew also had kidnapped her and kept her in his place, and it was by the grace of God that she managed to escape from his custody. She accused him of being into organ trafficking and human trafficking, and that the chances of the ladies being alive was very, very slim. They also had discovered several videos that this same Andrew had sent to several other ladies, telling them to come over to his place, inviting him over to his place, and then selling this luxurious home and the fact that they were going to have so much fun in his luxurious mansion. Just selling them all these superficial things that young ladies like to hear, and things that would easily get them carried away. There was even a lady called Amaka who he had sent one of these videos to, and she had come out to say that she's thanking God that she was not, or that she didn't get tempted to go visiting this man, because her fate would have been the fate of all the ladies that he had allegedly gotten into his trap and harvested their organs allegedly, or done something to them. Mr. Andrew was taken into custody, like I had earlier said, and he had been in police custody for a while, being interrogated. He remained tight-lipped, refusing to state where these 2 ladies were, refusing to say anything that could help the investigation, that could help people knowing about their whereabouts. He refused to say if they were alive, if they were dead, if anything was wrong with them. He just remained tight-lipped and refused to say anything. This obviously was going to frustrate the investigation, and it was really heartbreaking for the families of these ladies. Like, why can you not talk? You have been caught already. Just let people know where they are. Say if they're alive, say if they're dead, like, so that people can know the next line of actions to take. but this man remained silent, refusing to talk, refusing to speak. How wicked can the heart of men be? How wicked can the heart of man be? This case raises so many questions. Why won't Andrew reveal where Celine and Afibah are? Why won't he reveal what happened to them? What really happened in that mansion? The families of Celine and Afibah are desperate for answers, and the community demands justice. While all of this is happening, while all the wahala is going on up and down, appropriate action was not being taken on the case in Aba, as it was said to be dragged in Aba. So the case was transferred to Abuja. Along the line, because the case was transferred, they were going to transfer Mr. Andrew AMAECHI from Aba to Abuja, where the case was now being investigated. However, somehow, coincidentally, or would I say as fate would have it, during transit from Aba to Abuja, Mr. Andrew was said to have been causing trouble, and that the vehicle that they were in got into troubles with some vigilante guys, and somehow Mr. Andrew ended up dead. Doesn't that look suspicious? Doesn't it sound suspicious that all of a sudden Mr. Andrew is now somehow dead? The only person that knows the whereabouts of these girls, the man that had remained tight-lipped about the whole situation, suddenly ended up dead. How is that possible? That a man that was being transported in police custody somehow got into trouble with a vigilante group and he was shot dead. So here is the thing. A lot of people feel like Mr. Andrew is just a small part of a bigger cohort of people that are into organ harvesting and human trafficking. Some people are of the opinion that Mr. Andrew is just a small part of a bigger cohort of organ harvesters and human traffickers, and that was the reason why he decided to keep short and not say anything about the whereabouts of these ladies, because if he had spoken up, then maybe bigger people, people that are more influential in the society, were going to come for him, and somehow he felt that it was better that he kept short. Like, the wrath of the police was way better than the wrath of the people that were going to come after him if he had spilled anything. And some people are also saying that, or the same people still hold the same thoughts, that it was those people that ended up, killing him or requesting for him to be dead just because they did not want him to spill any tea, and just because they did not want it to get past what it was. Because obviously, if the case goes to Abuja, then it means that the investigation is going to be more intense, and that Mr. Andrew was probably going to spill something at some point. So they ordered him dead so that he was not going to say anything to anybody. Some other people are of the opinion that it was just fate, as fate would have it, that something happened and he ended up dead. Please let me know in the comment section if you think it was just fate that happened, or if you think that he actually had people in power in his cohorts, and those people were the ones that ordered him dead. With the death of Mr. Andrew, there is actually because he's the only one that knows where Celine and Afibah are. Presently, there is no information, because the only person that knew is now dead. There is presently no information about where these girls are, if they're alive, if they're dead, what happened to them. It has gone with Mr. Andrew to the grave. It's been over a month now that these girls went missing, and we're only hoping that a miracle can happen. We're only hoping that something can happen, if they are somewhere, being held. We're just hoping that maybe they get released if they're still alive, and, the family just needs some form of closure to know what has happened to their daughters. We will continue to follow this story closely and provide updates as they come. For now, there's no major updates, just the fact that Mr. Andrew is dead, and we still don't know anywhere about of the girls, but we're going to continue following the story closely. Our hearts goes out to the parents of these victims, and we're hoping that they get some form of closure. We're hoping that something happens, a miracle happens, and these girls end up being alive. Lastly, if you have any information that could help this case, please make sure to inform the authorities about it. If you notice anything funny going on around you, do not hesitate to inform the authorities about it. As with all the stories that we always make, please let us know your comments, your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know how you feel about this case. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, share this video, support the channel, subscribe, please subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. Stay safe, stay vigilant. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.